I don't want you having no part of me that got you carrying the gat. That's not how or where I want you to be.
Maybe I'm already there, though. Maybe I've been there, and I didn't know it.
And if I'm being real, if that was my man's who got put down like that, I'd be painting the fucking town red. He most likely doing shit wrong.
I don't even know what that means.
Yo, I literally made a whole video, literally, which I can go check out, where I said about, Jukebox being like bloodthirsty, and we got to see a little bit of Jukebox. Like we got to see that where she had that conversation with Marvin, and Marvin was just like, you know, I don't want you to be like me. I don't want you to be like me. But then it's always that line, I am you, right? The same line Tariq said to Ghost. It's just like, I am you or you or me. It's one or the other. But it's just like, he doesn't want her to be like him, but it's already happening. It's already happened because once when OC and the fellas told Kanan, it was just like, oh, it was basically Freddie's old crew that did it, which I think is a lie. Obviously, it was a lie for what OC told Kanan. That was a lie because we seen also that OC is actually following Kanan. So obviously OC is working with Unique. So probably Unique probably told OC to just be like, okay, where is Kanan probably keeping his money? And then it's only probably a matter of time or two either OC finds out where Kanan is keeping the money, and then Unique gets a hold of probably like um Kanan's money, or OC probably gets a hold of Kanan's money. Either or, right? But I was like, damn, but you got to see that part. Like she was holding the gun on the crew, and she was just like, nah, man. And you can clearly tell. You can clearly tell, like she is there for her. Like she's really trying to kill people. Jukebox, like once she got the shit, it just was like a damn awakening for her, where it was just like, okay, I'm in fucking go-go mode. I'm about to murder people up in this bitch. And I'm like, yo, Jukebox, you need to relax. You need to relax. And that's when, you know, Kanan was just like, hold on. That's when they had to leave because they heard police sirens. But then that's when they told them, they was like, well, we heard it was police, and then they said check out the barbershop because there's rumors going around saying that maybe a cop did it because Famous had word. But see, it's crazy because the thing is, it's like the information is kind of like it's not true, like it's misinformation because it was the whole thing about Famous going over here to the police station was because of the whole Freddie situation, right? And then it's like, oh, but it was information on a dirty cop, and it's just like, dirty cop, like we talking about Freddie here, right? So I mean, who knows? It could maybe it could have been Garcia that probably killed Famous because it's a trope that goes on in Power, because it happened in Power Book 2 Ghost, where Sax he was tired of losing, and then he decided to play dirty. He decided to play dirty. He was just like, no, we gonna do some shit, and that's when he caused the big confusion at the end. So I wouldn't be surprised if Garcia was the one to pull the trigger on Famous, but then he Garcia tells Fame's mom about the whole, he was tortured before he got killed. He was basically tortured. So I'm like, tortured. I'm like, I don't know. That could have been a lie, but it's like, to say all of that, like, I don't know. Maybe he did the shit. Maybe he probably did it. He probably killed Fame, right? Tortured him before killing him, right? That probably could have happened because think about it. Shannon was a good cop. She died for no reason. Uh, Howard was like, I wouldn't say he. You could say he was a dirty cop, but I say he was a cop that was protecting secrets. I wouldn't necessarily say he was a dirty cop until he killed Shannon, but he was just a cop that was protecting old secrets because he knew too much and he sort of fucked up. So it was like, yeah, on the record, he was sort of dirty, right? So I can understand all of that, and then it also made the police department look bad. So I wouldn't be surprised if Garcia was the one that actually probably killed Famous. He probably did it. Who knows, right? Because it's still loosey goosey with the information of what's going on. So we got that happening, and then we got Unique talking to Phil Russo, and that's when Phil Russo was just like, he wants in on the action, but he was telling Unique, he was like, I need more I need more from you. Like I need more from you. And that's when Unique was telling him, he's just like, I'm hitting all her businesses. I got back with my old connect, right? Everything is working. I just need money and manpower. So that's when he gives him um a name and an address to go to Trenton to go talk to this guy named Akbar, right? He goes over there, and that's when they make an agreement, and for more manpower, because Unique is gonna try to take back the streets, because we see he got himself a little haircut, he got his jewelry back, like he's looking fresh again, because he's like, all right, I'm tired of being a ghost. Now it's time for me to come back out here. Like he said, it's time for me to show my face to people again. So that way he can tell people like the king is back, right? And I'm going to take over the streets. Because it was funny at the end when he was in Rock's kitchen eating ice cream, and Rock looking at him like, what the fuck? I thought you died. What the fuck is this? And he's just sitting there like, yo, this butter pecan ice cream. Ooh, this shit good. I'm like, yo, you can't be doing this. I'm like, you can't be doing this. Like, you was technically supposed to be dead, but for plot reasons, you're alive. So I'm like, it was just funny how she was shocked and shit. She was just looking at this man. She was like, what the fuck? So I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that, because that's gonna be a whole thing, because it's gonna be like, okay, it's Unique that was hitting all the businesses. Unique is trying to take back what's his. So that's gonna be a whole thing. But then we still got the matter of, what happened to Fame, right? Because Kanan is, he's heartbroken, he's pissed, he's angry, right? He's trying to get information, who did it. So you got that happening, and then you got Jukebox, who got this bloodthirsty coming inside of her. Paul, well, she's working on her time to trying to kill people. It almost reminds me, I think, of that old movie. I think of Juice, I believe, where I think one of the guys, I don't know if it was Tupac, I can't remember, because I vaguely remember the movie, but I do remember there was a guy who was trigger happy because he had a gun, and I think he killed somebody, and he was just hopped up on murder, right? And the way how Jukebox is like, she seems like she's like that character, like, she got her killing, but she wants more. She wants to kill more. Like, it's like, oh boy. Because when Kanan was just like, when you started acting like you wanted to drop niggas and take niggas heads, like, after when they did the Fame. So now we got that, and then we're gonna see I guess more of a development between I wouldn't even call it like development, because the way that they was all at the table of like Rock, Stefano, and the new Connect, right? They was all at the table, and then they was talking, and it was just like, okay, this is how we're gonna build our business and the infrastructure, and how everybody's gonna make money. But here's the problem though, because Unique got soldiers now, Unique got men, so I think that's gonna probably put that on pause for a little while, because you got a Unique problem now, and Unique is back in the picture, so he's trying to take back the streets and prove that he's the one that should be in control. Even though Phil Russo told Unique, like, you can't really be dropping bodies, like, nothing can happen to Stefano, and you can't really kill Rock, because even though he wants revenge, but he's like, you got to do it in a way where I guess nobody dies at the moment, and then I guess when everything's set up, then everybody can go to war and everybody can get their money. But I mean, the war itself is gonna probably be interesting, and there might be some people that might actually get caught in the crossfire. But within the war itself, you got Jukebox and Kanan. That's like, I wouldn't say that they're in the war, but it's more like they're gonna be dragged into it. I think they're gonna be like dragged into it, because sure, Kanan is still moving weight, and he's still doing that, but right now revenge is on his mind. He's trying to get to the bottom of what happened to Famous. So I think it's going to be inevitable for them to probably get dragged into it, and watch you see Jukebox start killing people. Watch you start seeing Jukebox get freaking addicted to it, and then her becoming a cop in the future actually makes a lot of sense, because you a cop and you get to be on the force, and you get to be in the action a lot. And I think she's gonna be a lot different from Don Carter. She's gonna be a lot different from Don Carter, because Don Carter, he was working with the perps and saying that, well, y'all could do whatever, but as long as I get a cut and I'm in control. Jukebox, on the other hand, it's it's slightly the same but different because she's more ruthless about it. I don't know. It's slightly the same, but it's a little different. It's a little different, right? But um, shit, this shit gonna be good, man. That shit gonna be good because now that Unique showed his face and he's back in the fold. I still don't think Unique is gonna die this season. I just don't. I don't see Unique actually dying this season because again, there's no point. You just brought the man back, so it's like I just don't see him dying this season. But the one thing I wanted to talk about too is I guess like B Rilla, because B Rilla talking about something. He gonna rob his label he's gonna rob him. And I'm like, what do you mean? He said, yeah, this white dude in Long Island, he got my money tied up. I said, yo, come on now. Be real, he's like a discount 2-bit. That nigga is like a discount 2 for some weird reason. Like he give me 2-bit. I was gonna say Tupac, sorry, 2-bit vibes. Like he just gives me like 2-bit vibes for some weird reason. For some weird reason, like he just gives me like 2-bit vibes. And he's just like, nah, man, I want to do this. Now, granted, he has a kid. He has a whole family. And he's like, well, he's trying to get his money, but his money's being held up at the moment. So now he's trying to, rob his own. He's trying to rob this guy, and I'm like, oh my god, like. I think. Imagine Noel kills him. Imagine if he actually kills him. He's just, well, not kill him, but he kills the dude that he's trying to hire to, come up in there in Long Island, and because it's like, come on now, you don't think Jewish people they don't got guns on them? That'd be a dumb move on. Well, it is a dumb move anyway. He goes over there to Long Island, gets killed, and then be like, yeah, he was trying to rob me. And then you're gonna probably look at be real and be like, yeah, he was trying to take my money for some weird reason. And then you're gonna look at him and be like, yeah, you probably set this shit up. But the thing is between like B Rilla and Lulu, because Lulu head is not in the game right now because the music he's talking about, and it makes perfect sense because you got to think about about today's music, right? Between like gangster rap and all that other shit, even though gangster rap came out in the 80s and 90s and it's still going on today, but it's like he's saying like transform the lyrics into something else, do something different. And he like, that's all I know. I only know about is popping niggas and shooting niggas and spraying the town red and shit. Like that's all I know. And he like, nah, man. I don't know. The tension between like B Rilla and Lulu, I don't know. I got the feeling like Lulu might get back in the game and he might, but like besides the Unique shit, I don't know. Maybe B Rilla might catch that bullet. I don't know, cause the way he moving is just like, I don't know. Now I think that's gonna probably be like the last time like Lulu is gonna probably see Jessica, cause even though they had that one last hit before she took her mom to Los Angeles, and she was like, well, you can come with us, but he can't because he still got family, he still got stuff to do in Queens, even though he doesn't need to do any of that. He could just leave, but now that Unique is back and he has a whole army now, he got no choice but to stay and fight. No choice but to stay and fight and to make sure everybody's good. But man, I'm telling you, it's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting in these next couple episodes because Jukebox is she talking crazy. You saw how she was moving, like she was talking crazy. So I'm like, you got that. You got Kanan looking for revenge. You got Garcia potentially playing dumb on the whole Famous story because he's not out the woodwork, right? And then Unique making surprise returns, Shock and Rock, right? Like, oh my god, this shit is gonna get interesting. But let me know in the comment section down below, like what you guys think of this episode. I thought it was alright. I thought it was solid. I thought it was alright. But I just want something, to happen. Like we need the big reveal now. We need to know like who killed Famous. Who, like, how did it happen? Because we seen in the beginning part when Kanan was staring at Rock because he like, yeah, my friend died. Fame died. He was looking at her, insinuating that maybe she did it. But I'm like, I don't know. We gonna see. But overall, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I catch you all in the next one.